What is going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing wonderfully. We're here for baby BTS. Yes, BTS as infant children babies. This is also kind of a baby album reaction because the album's super short. I wanted to jump back to the beginning of time and sort of see where BTS started off. I've heard so many things about the very start and beginning days of BTS, and I feel like it was just time for me to go see and listen for myself. You know, as we go deeper and further into the discography of BTS, and when we go more back into the day, the presence of hip-hop in the group as a totality certainly is stronger, and that's something I've noticed, certainly, and I've really clung on to as far as what I've been interested in the earlier days of the BTS discography. But yeah, guys, all that being said, I don't have much else to say. I'm ready to jump into this album here, this again, short project, BTS Too Cool for School. Love the spelling on there. It's fun. Let's jump into this, guys. All right, we're starting off with the intro. Too Cool for School is BTS, and the only feature on the... We'll call this an EP. I feel like it makes more sense calling this an EP. DJ Frizz is who's on this track. Let's jump into it. Setting the tone. They're setting the tone for what's to come here. That's for sure. They're saying that, hey, we're just a bunch of kids, a bunch of teenagers in their tens. What do you say, tens and 20s? Tens and 20s. Yeah, let's talk about it easily. You take that, and I feel like that sets the bar. That you have to follow that up, especially with just like a lot of turntable, old school hip hop type feel. You got to follow it up in track 2 with bars. So let's see what they got going on. Actually, I've seen them perform this live on a Patreon video, a Patreon request that I did a while back. I don't remember when I did it, but I'm pretty certain that I saw them perform this live. Come on, man. I'm not ready for this. You know what this does to me, guys. You know what this does to me. I wasn't prepared for this mentally. I did not. Like, I intentionally avoided like dialing into the lyrics and whatnot. So this is basically a first time listen and absorbing all the lyrics and whatnot. So let's do that with We Are Bulletproof Part 2. I'm ready. I'm never ready for him to just start rapping like that. I'm never ready for it. We went backwards. Guys, the way we've listened to these albums together in the BTS discography is we went backwards. So forgive me when I am thrown off and blown away by the fact that Jungkook just slides in rapping with this level of cadence and ability, like a high ability. You know what's crazy? My scale is nationwide, and look what he's doing now. Look, he's dropping... He's got the biggest album in the world, right? In Golden. He's dropping remixes with Justin Timberlake and Usher. And you're not kidding. Your scale is nationwide. He was saying this. What are they? I think he's 15 when this out. 15 or 16. I know he's the youngest, and I think like if I'm not mistaken, his age is around there when the first album drops. You know, based on comments and stuff I've read. So to project that far, to talk about your scale is nationwide and think about what he's doing now, man. 10 years later, this dropped in 2013, and now it's been 10 years. That man really did go nationwide, didn't he? Oh, sugar time. Oh, the rapper title is an extravagance for you. It's all about the title for you. You're not actually putting in the work. You don't actually have the ability. It's just the title for you. And I love Suga also giving us the story, sort of how he got to where we've been. We've heard the story before, but he's giving us like a little bit of a different version of it here, while also like letting people know that like you guys just want the title. You guys just want the title of rapper. You just want to be like, I'm a rapper, but it doesn't mean that you're actually coming with actual bars or anything like that.
Everywhere I go, everything I do, 나 보여줄게 칼을 갈아왔던 만큼 날 무시하던 많은 사람들이 이젠 we shout it out.
Are we sure that's who that is? Are we sure that that's is that really who that is? Is that Tay? For real? I don't recognize that vocal at all. I would have never imagined in my life I would have heard a chorus with V and Jimin going back and forth in this sound. Okay, you know what? There's a difference. Like, as far as like ability early on, like super early on, and this is, they just started, right? He's definitely had a little bit more time to put that time into his pen and into his cadence and into his rap ability, and you could see it there. You could see it, like, that verse was the best verse on the whole track so far.
Shout it out.
It's so crazy to hear this. I like the way they rotated. Jin took over for V, and now Jungkook's taking over for J-Hope. I like the way that all that sort of worked itself out, and you don't really lose any like continuity of the song at all. Big appeal in the song as well is that I feel like it's made to have that sort of dance break, and I feel like they had that in mind when they made the song too. Is like, hey, like, we're just up and coming here and we can rap, but we also got like a couple like really great dancers, so let's make sure that the songs sound right in case we want to get some dancing off too, like in case we get the opportunity to perform any of these songs live. But yeah, that hat thing is what I had seen in the performance of the Bulletproof performance on Patreon. Okay, damn, all right, yeah, just RM, Suga did their thing. Jungkook, I still can't believe that he's rapping like that at that age, but okay. Let's keep going, guys. The next track is Skit. It's the first Skit. It's the first ever Skit. Let's see what they did for it.
빨간 넥타이 내가 얼마 따라 했었는지 놀라가지고 안 어울리시. 야 중수 따위 가자.
그러면은 뭐 우리는 플라이 들을 때 우리 호비는 뭐 했는가?
뭐가 졌나? 난 또 이제 랩하는 사람들과 이제 또 남다르게 나는 춤에 미쳐서
You're just learning about them here. You're literally just learning about them coming up, which makes sense off the first track. I like how this works as an interlude. It also makes me nostalgic to like all the other skits.
뭐 지휘도 마찬가지일까?
아니 당연하죠. 혹시 여기서 무용을 꿈꿔본 사람은 없나?
태영이 너 우리 뭐였어?
저 3년간 색소폰 했었어요.
Man, that's crazy. I played the saxophone because his project, like his most recent his debut project is so jazzy. It's so jazzy and gives me like that feel of like being in a jazz club and hearing the saxophone being played. And he's got like flute on it. Yeah, that makes so much sense.
너 꿈이 뭐였냐?
그래 뭐
저요? 저 기억 잘 안 나는데.
What?
이놈의 새끼들!
Oh man, that's so cool. They're sitting around, they're supposed to be in class, but what they're doing is sitting around talking about their dreams, because that's really what their their real aspirations are being discussed here in this, whether it's J-Hope and dancing and RM and producing and rapping and Suga and rapping and Jin and just being like a regular family man, right? Throwing away hip-hop, as they said. How dare he just throw away hip-hop? But like they're discussing their dreams and their aspirations and their hopes, and meanwhile they're supposed to be in class. But like that just shows that they were working on this. Like, and that's Suga talks about that all the time in his music. While we were in school, like I was busting my ass, like making sure that my future was cemented as an artist. All right, No More Dream is the next track, I believe. And I believe we have a music video. Guys, let's do it.
In the world, BTS, rap monster, Jin, Jimin, J-Hope, V,
I'm so hyped right now. This is the best song on the project so far. I know we just started, and the only actual song we got is We Are Bulletproof, because it's an intro and a skit in between or surrounding We Are Bulletproof. This is next level. This is the kind of song where if you played this song for me and I knew nothing about BTS and they were just starting, I'd be like, yo, they have a future. They're going somewhere. Man, it's unfortunate that the subtitles aren't giving me the actual lyrics. Usually the captions, I should say, aren't giving me the actual lyrics. Usually they do. But that's fine right now because I am so into the beat of this song. And you know, Suga just talking his shit like he always does to open it up. This is really dope. I really like this. How this man is really a rapper. He was really like a official, technical rapper and actually rapping. Okay, I can't do this. I actually can't do this. I'm not capable of not knowing the lyrics that are being told. You guys know me by now, so let's get lyrics. Man, my heart is beating so fast right now. This song's got me hype. That opening is just. Was it RM that was introducing everybody? The way he was, I think it was. I could be wrong. It could have been like a narrator that wasn't part of the group. But the way everyone was getting introduced, it was just so, man, it was like a layup line. It was so dope. Big house, big cars, big rings. I forgot about my childhood. Yeah, that goes back to the skit. Like once my dreams were in my peripherals and in my visions, that's all I could see. I could see nothing else. Well, yeah, as a huge baseball fan, I love that bar. I love that bar. They're just like putting all these dreams on him. A government worker, these 4 dreams. Should I go be a baseball player? Like Korean baseball is a very popular thing over in Korea, obviously. What was the example? Throw a fastball at the waste of time that is night study session. Just saying, like, all this school stuff, my parents are trying to shove down my throat, society's trying to shove down my throat. I have my dreams in sight. I don't need people telling me what my own dreams are supposed to be, because I already know what they are. This is like the BTS that I know lyrically, because they're always very profound and deep with their lyrics. I wouldn't have expected it to be so deep on the first project, though. Ask yourself about the dream profile. Become the main subject of your life that has always been suppressed. Become the main subject of your life that has always been suppressed. Go and take those dreams into your own hands. That's right, J-Hope. That chorus right there is kind of the closest thing we've got to singing between Jungkook and Jin, and the back and forth that they just kind of had is the closest thing to singing I've gotten. They were really hip hop forward. Vocals back there too. I hear those vocals back there.
To all the youngsters without dreams.
All the youngsters without dreams. That's right. Just know that you can dream. Don't let anyone take that from you. There were some vocals at the end of the song there, and the last little run was a very Jungkook type of vocal. But I don't know, man, because it feels like Jin was the guy vocally in this moment. It feels like V is just like getting hooks off and pretty much rapping. I mean, I don't even recognize who he is on this project. Jungkook is in a different universe as far as like actually being a full-on rapper in this project. And Jimin, I don't know if Jimin's even sang yet. I don't know if some of those vocals were Jimin. I'm not sure. But I've heard Jin was singing on this song, so I'm gonna say that he was the vocalist in this era. All I know is that like I'm throwing the fuck off right now, guys. I love that J-Hope's been the same person. I feel like the person that I'm seeing in this video, the person that I'm hearing on We Are Bulletproof, and here on No More Dream, and that I'm watching with my own eyes, and that's dancing his ass off, I feel like that person is exactly who he is today, except like he makes some incredible solo music as well. That's the difference now, is the evolution of that. And he's an incredible performer, obviously, too, as we saw in J-Hope-A-Palooza. I love to see that like he might be the most like similar to who he was in the start. Serving a lot of body in this video. That's Jimin singing back there. It sounds like him.
To all the youngsters without dreams.
So I'm not sure who was wearing it, but there's a Notorious B.I.G. shirt somebody was wearing. I mean, they were really about their rap. They were really about that rap shit, as we say, in the hip hop community. They were really about that life, man. They really were, and they're showing it here. It's cool too, like a song that's all about like being able to dream and show those dreams and exercise those dreams and not have anyone hold you back as far as those dreams go. They're just causing destruction. Like a lot of dancing, obviously, of course, because you got to dance to a beat like this, but also they're just causing destruction. I feel like that destruction is to like society. You know, you don't tell us what to do. We're gonna fight back. We're going to. I am really enjoying myself right now. There's only 3 tracks left. The next one's an interlude, so kind of only 2 tracks. So I'm just gonna soak it all in. I'm just gonna sit here, take a second to just bask in what I'm being served right now. I'm kind of glad that I'm doing this one right now because it's shorter, because that means that the next, I think there's 2 left for us after this as far as albums go. They're both longer, so we have longer experiences coming, guys. But in the meantime, we really just have these 3 tracks left. Let's listen to them, the next ones. The Interlude off of Too Cool for School. No, give me a song on that beat. Like better have this beat. I'm gonna be mad if Like doesn't have this beat. It's probably not going to, because it's a full 4-minute song. I want a song with this beat. I like this beat a lot, dude. It's smooth. I just want Jin to pop in with some nice sultry vocals on there or something, and then a nice verse from J-Hope or something. All right, I'm gonna get past it somehow. It's fine. Let's go to Like. Let's do it. No, it's okay. There the vocals go.
Baby, I want it.
내가 올리는 모든 사진마다 좋아요 남발하는 처음 보는 저 남자 누구야? 맞다 나 이제 남자친구 아니지 자연스레 네 번호.
Now that is some very high school stuff to get up in arms about. So like now we're definitely living in that time. Yeah. Oh yeah. When you're checking the likes, you like the person you're interested in posts a photo, and you're all up in the likes trying to see like who liked their photo, and then like who's your biggest threat? Did your biggest threat like their photo and all that stuff? That's some very high school stuff to get yourself involved with, and we've all been there. I'm not saying I was above it. I was not above it. I was that person back in the day. So yeah, for sure, it's a thing. It's funny like having that being told to me in a song and being reminded that was a thing, because I forgot that was a thing. All right, RM, I hope you recovered from the mental tragedy that was. Oh, damn, she had 30 something likes. You're just one of the likes. You want to hit the dislike button too? God, don't be a hater, RM. It's fine. It's okay. You're gonna move on and heal. I understand. He was a really good rapper. I want to get onto what matters. Forget about like the fun stuff, the really fun part of the lyrics here. He was a really good rapper already, starting off like immediately. I'm so impressed that RM's rapping on this album. Not surprised. Let me make that clear. Not surprised, just really impressed because I know they just started. All right. Let's get this out the way. All right. As far as like social media goes, you post a picture. If someone ever comments on your photo that you posted, let's meet up and play. Like if that's what the comment is, block, mute. Whatever is akin to blocking, do that, because let's meet up and play. Don't comment that on people's photos. Like, damn. Double tap. Oh, the song is called Like. It's literally about double tapping? Okay.
너미늘은 좋아요로 보이는 네 얼굴은 훨씬 좋아 보여 새 남친과 찍은 사진 속 택 덕분에 추억 속으로 난 back space 그 세상은 어느새 다들 멈춰 있는데 난 왜 여전히 그 시간에 걸쳐 있는데 넌 내 생각을 할까 고민하며 좋아요를 누를까 말까 수십 번을 반복해 너의 마음은 마치 단두대 어처럼 나를 싹둑같이 없이 잘라냈지만 난 도깨비 감투 몰래 다가가 너의 일상생활은 맨날 보내.
Oh man, this guy was August D. Sugar, just meant to rap. You were born to be a rapper, sir. You were born to do this. There's so many things that stick out to me as I listen to this project and know that it's their first project, and I'm just so impressed by so many different things to start out with, because there's so many growing pains you go through as an artist. Like, debut projects aren't supposed to be like amazing. That's why when people talk about great debut projects, they talk about them in such high esteem, like it's not something that's the norm, because it's not the norm, right? You have a project here, and it's such a short project, right? So even calling it a project, is kind of like mincing words. But I just want to point out that like Suga is just really impressing me here on this verse, as RM was, as J-Hope has throughout the whole project. The rappers of and Jungkook might as well just be a rapper because of how great he's been rapping on this project. And then you guys know, and then V threw me way off, as did Jimin, with some of their responsibilities, particularly in the We Are Bulletproof song. Your Heart is Guillotine. It severely cut me. The transparent hat, like I'm still looking though through it. Talking about not being able to move on again. We're using the whole Instagram, or what was 2013? Instagram still existed in 2013, right? I think we weren't. No, that's not MySpace. That's way before that. Or it could be Facebook too. Either way, it doesn't matter. Whatever social media the song is talking about, Suga's doing the riffing off of the same thing RM was, which is cool. I like it that the song is all about that. Isn't it great? Like, as I contemplate, I decide not to click like, and meanwhile, like he's like, this whole time he's just sitting over his phone with his finger raised, like, do I do it? Do I not? Do I do it? Do I not? Do I want them to think of me, or do I want them to not know that I'm thinking of them? Like that whole game that you play with yourself. Particularly, like, this is like a more young-minded thing, and I love, again, that this is the topic going on, knowing how old these boys were, because it's really relatable. Like, it's real. It's a real thing. So yeah, the song was just really clever to me. The likes are shining.
굳이 잘 사는 네가 왜 생각났지 찾아온 건 한심한 되고 오히려 좋아 보여 pretty woman
This song is like a little bit toxic for how old they are. A little like the fact that they look better after you broke, like they glowed up after, like that's a very like, no, you glowed up after we broke up. Now I want you back. Now like, you know, like I didn't appreciate what I had while I had it, sort of thing. It's just a little bit toxic. It's okay though. It's a good song. I like that song. I do like that song a lot actually. Okay, it's like the only. There's really 4 songs on this album. There's 7 tracks, but the intro, the skit, and the interlude I wouldn't consider like songs. You know, like when if you're streaming, if you're going to click play on those songs, you're making like a very active choice. But yeah, 4 songs on here. I've enjoyed them all. No More Dreams, my favorite song for sure. Comparing Like to We Are Bulletproof Part 2, those are such different songs that I couldn't really tell you which one I like more because of how different they are. They just exist in completely different worlds. But yeah, I've enjoyed them all so far. Like I really came to this project expecting to not like 1 or 2 of the songs because they had just started. That's not the case. They must have picked the songs carefully too because there's only like 4 of them on here too. But yeah, the Cypher is the last track. It's their first Cypher. It's not my first Cypher I've heard, but it's their first Cypher they ever did, and I'm listening to it for the first time. So that is very exciting. We're going to get some real bars. I wonder if they're all going to rap. That's the biggest question in my mind. Like, I know Jungkook's going to rap, but like, is V going to rap again? Because he kind of did rap a bit on Bulletproof. Is he going to rap again? Are Jin and Jimin going to rap? Jimin did like a bit of like a vocal rap thing on the hook of We Are Bulletproof. I don't know, man. That song still like completely fucked me up. All right, let's go. Let's bang it out. Let's bid adieu to each other sadly on this last track. Let's do it. School is over. Let's get it in. Let's get these raps in.
Oh, what about Cypher? Go Sugar. Okay, go again. Sugar, yeah.
Go Sugar.
Yeah. 내 이름은 SUGA.
Oh, I love the way this is recorded. I love how this is recorded. It's pretty much recorded as if it's on the spot. It's not like produced or anything. It just feels like they literally are together having fun and actually like ciphering for real. That's how a cipher is meant to be. Cipher is meant to be like you just gather up with, you know, a bunch of rappers and you all just get your bars off. You're not like in a booth. You know, you're like out and about doing whatever you're doing. That's what a cipher is, and that's what this feels like. That's cool.
내 이름은 SUGA. 다른 래퍼들은 전부 내 뒤에. 오늘도 새끈한 이 비트 위에 이리 갔다 저리 갔다. 혓바닥을 놀려 너희 랩은 다 졸려. 이 CD 다시 돌려. 우리 음악들은 여성분을 울려. 우리 이름은 방탄. 지금 너네 입에서 나오는 건 감탄?
Bangtang exclamation. I see. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's go, Rap Monster.
I'm a boy munch. I'm a boy 차가. 근데 내 목소리는 서탈. 너는 일탈. 나는 사탈.
I love the way he's playing with his vocal too. He's doing the low vocal thing because he's showing that off like he mentioned.
근데 Rolex be always 나한테 어울리는 단어네. 근데 너한테 어울리는 건 좀생이. 아니면 폼페이. 그냥 폭발했지. 상대를 좀 가려. 야 근데 나 저 오줌 마려.
Yes.
너 갇혀내 freestyle rapping. 이 장단 맞춰면 폼랩 쭉 세팅. 탑 MC 답게 MCM의 구찌 알렉산더 맥주. 먼저 랩 처음 할 때 지금은 달라 비트에 걸음만해. 난 여름 만에 타파 모두 차파. 전국 날봐.
Is that like a Pokemon bar? Is that what he just did?
할게요, Cypher. 그래,
형들 랩들 잘 들었어 남준이 형 가사 이제는 철들었어 형들 이제 랩 실력이 고만해 칭찬이야 이제는 그만해 내 앞에 호비 형 긴장하고 있어 뭐가 떨려 가서 김장하고 있어 대구 사투리 살아있네 윤기 형 살아있네.
Yeah, he called them out. I love how he used all the members in his rap. He just went to each member and was like bouncing bars off of them based on whatever was happening, I guess, or whatever he felt like saying in the moment. V, sir, Tay, you got some rapping ability that I need to know about? Is there something that I need to hear that I haven't heard yet aside from what I'm already listening to? You got some raps buried in the closet that I need to hear? Come on, sir.
이거 전라도 랩의 첫 시작 모두 털어줄게 거덜나게 우린 멋져 불어 허벌나게
Is that like a soda? Is that like a brand of soda? Smashing?
거덜나게
I'll shake you up, like, you know, until you bust like a soda top or something.
우린 멋져 불어 허벌나게 내 이름
Wait, for real? Like for real? For real? Okay, let's get it.
김 근데 내 별명 찐따 최근 들었다가 빠졌지
그래서 뭐
이제 내 별명은 찐 그래서 내 예명 찐
I don't know. He might have lost that one. If it was a competition, he might have lost that one. But I A for effort. How about that?
보여줘요? 보컬팀 보여줘요? 내 이름은 지민 여기 보컬팀들 내 랩의 지림 태어난 이름대로 냄새나 좀 비림 내가 누군지 좀 알아봐 미리 미안해요 안 할게요
I don't think you should rap. I didn't want it to be over. Guys, we gotta talk because this project is maybe the most fun I've had in I don't know how long. A long time. It's the most fun I've had in a long time. Part of it is just because I love these boys quite a bit at this point. You know, I spent a lot of time with all of them as a group, individually, in person. Shout out to Augusti in the concert. Just to listen to the debut project by them, right? And I hope this is the debut project. If I'm wrong, and I've called it the debut project like 9 times in this video, maybe more, I'm just gonna have egg on my face, but you guys correct me if I'm wrong for sure, please. I'm gonna keep calling it debut because it's the first project of theirs on Spotify. It's the first released project anyway, like on Spotify. So the debut project, to get this far into the debut project, listen to the whole thing, and to just feel so happy. Like, I leave this feeling so happy. It's so feel good, right? Like, We Are Bulletproof Part 2 is so, there's such a different things happening in that song from what you would expect from the members, whether it's Jungkook's rapping, whether it's like what V and Jimin were doing on the track with the hook, and sort of like kind of rapping. The skit Circle Room Talk, like just talking about dreams and like super, like feeling super inspired. The No More Dream being my favorite track on the entire project, and following up the Circle Room Talk makes a lot of sense too, by the way. The song Like, which is just like 4 minutes of fun and relatability, because we've all been that age and like been in those situations before. And then to close it out with Cypher, which is the most fun track on the whole album, because they're just sitting around, messing around, like freestyling on. Those are actual freestyles. Like, I believe that those were actual freestyles. And for me to believe that, like, it feels so good. Nothing's contrived. Everything's so genuine coming across these boys. That's what they are. They're boys at this point. And I could totally see why this project drops and they just explode, essentially. I don't know if they exploded necessarily after this project. I'm not sure when it happened. You guys let me know. Like, it might have happened the next project, the project after. But clearly the projection was straight up after this. And I totally understand why after listening to this project in totality. Obviously, I'm a huge fan. I already was before going into this video. And if you're watching me for the first time now, hi, I'm a big fan of these boys. You guys have accepted me into ARMY, and graciously, I've held my place there very passionately. And even having not heard all the music, because we're here listening to the rest of the music now, I just continue to be blown away every single time I listen to these guys. And again, like, this is your debut project, and you just leave me kind of like continuously impressed with what I hear. No matter what era of BTS music I'm in, I'm impressed in different ways. And that just says a lot. It says a lot. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I will see you for the rest of the albums, which I think are 2, if I'm not mistaken. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. And I hope you guys had a good time with this. I had a freaking blast.